I want you to think about cancer. When we hear that word, we usually think of a disease. We think of it as a chaotic mistake, a glitch where a cell forgets how to stop growing and accidentally destroys the body. We treat it like an invader that needs to be killed. But what if we are wrong? What if cancer isn't a mistake? What if it is a feature? There is a controversial and fascinating theory in evolutionary biology called the Atavism Theory. It suggests that cancer is not random chaos. It suggests that cancer is actually a highly organized, ancient biological program that is hiding inside your DNA. Basically, cancer is a 1 billion year old animal that is waking up inside your body. To understand this, we have to travel back in time. Deep time. About 1 billion years ago, the Earth was a very different place. There were no humans. There were no dinosaurs. There were no plants. The oceans were filled with single-celled life, bacteria, protozoa. In this ancient world, the rule of life was simple: survive at all costs. A single cell didn't care about its neighbors. It was selfish. Its only goal was to eat, replicate, and be immortal. If the environment got tough, if oxygen levels dropped or acid levels rose, the cell had to adapt instantly or die. This was the era of single-cell dominance. But then, about 600 million years ago, something amazing happened. Cells learned to work together. They formed alliances. They clumped together to become multicellular organisms. They made a biological deal. I will become a skin cell and protect you. You become a liver cell and filter toxins. And you become a heart cell and pump blood. This is the social contract of multicellular life. To make this work, every single cell in your body had to agree to give up its immortality. It had to agree to stop dividing when it wasn't needed. And most importantly, it had to agree to commit suicide, a process called apoptosis, if it became damaged or old, for the good of the collective body. But here is the scary part. When our ancestors evolved, they didn't delete the old programming. They just built on top of it. The atavism theory suggests that when your cells get damaged, they start to panic. The cell thinks the multicellular contract is failing, so it reboots into safe mode. And safe mode is the ancient 1 billion year old program. Eat, replicate, survive. This theory explains why cancer behaves the way it does. They build their own supply lines. They trick the body into growing new blood vessels to feed them. This is just like a colony of bacteria securing a food source. And finally, they migrate. This is metastasis. When resources run low, they send out scouts to colonize new areas. We aren't fighting a chaotic disease. We are fighting a highly efficient, ancient species that knows how to survive better than we do. We are fighting our own ancestors. If you have a modern computer running Windows 11 and it crashes, it might reboot into DOS. Cancer is the biological version of DOS. Instead, Paul Davies suggests we might be able to talk to the cancer. We could try to trick the cells into thinking the emergency is over. Since these cells think they are in an ancient, low-oxygen ocean, maybe flooding them with high levels of oxygen will force them to adapt or die. We like to think of ourselves as single, unified individuals. But really, you are a walking tower of cooperation. You are a colony of trillions of tiny living things. They have agreed to work together for 70 or 80 years. But the agreement is fragile. The memory of the ancient world is still written in every strand of your DNA. And if the cells ever decide that the contract isn't working anymore, the ancient animal wakes up. I am your host. Take care of your cells. Subscribe for more biology from the deep past.